All right, boys. So welcome back to the 1% podcast. Today we're going to be talking about confidence. We'll repeat just what we said. We didn't really say that much.
Yeah, we were sort of yapping, weren't we? We
sort
could
of
probably just summarize that anyway.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about confidence. We're back after a 2-week break. Obviously, we're here with Will, with Hayden.
3 weeks for me.
3 weeks for Hayden. Hayden hasn't been on in 3 weeks. Rory has been on in 3 weeks as well, or even longer, maybe 4 weeks.
I think 3 weeks probably.
I know, but it doesn't matter because we're back now. And
anyways, whatever. All right,
The grind is back. No more holidays.
It was Christmas last week, but I have the legendary chest and I have presents.
No fucking
way,
way!
no way.
Special Christmas episode. Holy shit! Hey, thank you, Rory.
Lollies?
Is this copium or what, boys?
Coke 3.
Hey. Appreciate it, Rory.
Thanks,
Rory.
Yeah.
I expect
Hey,
that.
imagine you did that on the first one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure the camera's on. I actually don't like you guys. I just, wanted to see.
We got podcast
100%.
snacks.
Yeah. Enjoy your Coke, guys. Enjoy.
Alright, this is going to looks make me.
I feel bad now because I think
Alright,
All Copes allowed on this episode.
Your pizza.
Alright, seriously.
alright, so do you boys think that confidence is within when you're born, or do you think it's built as a man? Built. It's built.
Just like these guns. Ooh.
But I think I've had one of these mini pizza. Don't worry, boys, we'll dial in a minute. I don't think I've had these mini pizza things since I was like 12.
Oh, that's so sugary. They're good, but
I'm a sugar rush this episode, bro.
The sugar Coke.
Alright, so this episode, boys, is about confidence. How to build confidence, why you're not confident, and our trials and tribulations with becoming confident.
So since you guys have got a mouthful of sugar, I'm going to start off this one. So to do with confidence, I'm just going to rehash what I said before. Obviously, when the stream wasn't running, I think obviously you just got to build up that positive feedback loop in terms of your own confidence.
100%.
But don't go out into the world with an unrealistic version of confidence. Though, like I see a lot of subhumans that come up to me sometimes, and they've got too much confidence. And it's like kind of annoying. I'm just like, kind of go away, bro. I don't know.
That is true. You can come off as just like.
But it's very hard to do that though, realistically. Like if,
That's people
a
that.
certain kind of person.
yeah, you have to be like really like not all there. But in terms of like the average person, they're gonna be too scared to even do so.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like even with this type of podcast stuff, most people would not have the balls to do so, because they're too afraid of being put in the judging spotlight, more or less. So
100%.
for the average person, they just have to, I don't know, just untuck their ball sack, as you would say, and just go to town.
Like I said before it started running, I was saying a lot of people think like they put these labels on themselves that they are an introvert or they're not confident. But the reality is, as a guy, everything you are, you got to build through your life.
Exactly.
It's like exposure therapy. You've got to put yourself out there first, become confident. It's not like you're confident, that's why you go outside. You go outside, therefore becoming confident. Obviously, there's genetic predispositions to being more confident, but it's to a degree, you know what I mean?
You can never use it as an excuse.
You can't.
But I tell you what kills a lot of people's confidence. Like you'll notice. So you didn't hear a whisper from a lot of people all the way up until 18 when people started drinking, and then everyone becomes extroverted because they drink, and then they get that liquid confidence, that liquid courage. Yeah. But then they never build that real confidence outside of that.
I noticed like if the healthier version of doing it. And fuck me, dude. I sound like a gym cell right now with my Gymshark tee on saying this shit. But genuinely, I know my whole life doesn't revolve around the gym, but like getting a good, healthy amount of confidence, building up like a physique and just going to work.
Yeah.
Instead of fucking alcohol, bro. Like, fuck that. Seriously.
Well, just like healthy habits will make you confident.
Yeah, pretty much. The way I like to view confidence.
Fucking eating lollies.
Sorry, boys. No, the way I like to view confidence is just. Bro, the sugar got to my brain. I can't even think anymore. Just build up momentum. Just like you said, good habits over and over, and then you respect yourself more, and then obviously it's going to be easier to be confident if you respect yourself. So if you're just sitting there, jerking off your little micro penis with 2 fingers, and you're not going to respect yourself, are you?
No.
So
the biggest saying that I've always said is competence builds confidence. Like if you're not a competent person, you're not someone.
Yeah. For sure.
Like, yeah, you need to be like, you need to actually have a reason to be
life
confident.
experience as
like,
well.
how are you going to be confident if you know you're not the best you could be?
confidence is almost like an illusion when you think about it. Like it's not a real like tangible thing. It's all in your head. It's like it's more just like how much anxiety do you have, because
Yeah.
it's pretty much all it is. Like, for instance, yesterday, right? I think this was super interesting. Like, I'm walking around with the camera, the microphone, like interviewing everyone, going in the line, you know, causing a ruckus, right? And people would perceive me to be in their eyes, they would probably perceive me to be like super extroverted and some like hype content creator that like I'm not, bro. I sit inside most of the time, just edit videos by myself. I consider myself pretty introverted. Like, I'd rather just be by myself.
Yeah.
And it was never like that as a kid. I was that little ranger who just made video games, couldn't talk to anyone, couldn't talk to cashiers, couldn't ring people, couldn't do anything. I was like super, super anxious talking to people. But now it's like people would perceive me to be the polar opposite. You know what I mean? So it's all in your head. It's all in your head. It's not a real thing.
Well, I just noticed with me becoming more confident, it's also I just care what people think less.
Yeah.
Like when I was like not confident, like I was so shy, like I wouldn't talk to anyone, and it was always because I was scared of what people thought of me. And as soon as I stopped caring about that, that's when I just started talking to more people, not being confident.
Hey, get off the sugars, Rory. Yeah, I think it's just exposed.
You're bloated.
I'm not sure if you said it before the stream or after we started the stream, but it's just exposure therapy. Like, the more you go out there and expose, like, if you're just on the internet all day, you're never going to be confident.
I think you need a bit of egotism as well, for sure. Like, personally, like, I think I'm better than everyone else. Yeah, that's just me. No, but realistically, though, you do need, like, a slight bit of ego.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you, just to put it into perspective...
Bro, shut up.
Hey, you gave me these. What are you?
No. And just put it in perspective, if you have the conscience that you may have a better outlook on life or opinion or mindset than another person, you're going to be more confident within that mindset, rather than always assuming that someone else is better off than you are. Then you're just going to assume they have the better outlook on life and that you're lesser than, and you're going to be less confident. It's kind of like a social hierarchy thing as well. If you delude yourself, quote unquote, like, I don't think deluding is the necessary way to do it. I think just actually becoming a better person, and not having to delude yourself, but actually just being, like, confidence is a reflection of who you are as a person, your environment, the way people treat you. Like, if people say you just got to be confident, but I feel like the way to be confident is through social feedback.
100%, bro.
It's all subconscious.
Yeah.
And you will then become confident through the way people treat you. And, you don't want it to always be external. Like, you can find confidence within yourself for sure. Like, the best way, to summarize what I'm trying to say here, is that the best way to get confidence is through doing the right habits, respecting yourself a lot more through things you do on a daily basis. But then, obviously, social feedback and just being treated better by others due to what you have done yourself within your mind and body. So, yeah.
Also, I think another underrated thing for confidence is, like, so it was like, if you just got straight out of bed, right, and you've got no momentum for the day, you'd fucking hate having a conversation with anyone, right? Like, you haven't done anything, you haven't done any physical exercise, you've been like, or if you've just been sitting inside all day, like, you go down to the shops, you don't feel like a confident person.
Right, tell me about it. Like,
but if you've like built up a sweat, you've done some exercise, you're on a roll for the day,
100%.
I'm 10 times more likely to be confident, strike up a conversation.
Bro. It's otherworldly how much of a difference it makes.
Exactly.
Like, for example, I wake up fucking late, and we all know that. I'm late to this podcast. But when I go to, like, my coal shift or whatever, and I haven't gone to the gym beforehand, and I'm just, like, lugging around all these, like, packages and, etc. Yeah, just read that. Then, like, I'm just extremely fucking bored and I want to kill myself. But, like, if I've already pumped out a workout, I feel confident about myself, I've got the momentum for the day, I'm like, fuck yes, like, I can conquer the world.
Yeah, it's all about momentum. I actually coined it one time as, like, is it a testosterone thing? Because I said to you, like,
of course it is.
I
It's
gave
like the
this,
biggest symptom you get on TRT.
I gave this example as well. It was like, this is a pretty stupid example, but it's like, so, I'm like, I'm arachnophobic. Like, bro, spiders freak me the fuck out. But so if I'm just in, like, some non-confident, like, mood where I've just been sitting down all day, I haven't done anything, if I've been inside all day, like, will not go near, like, a spider or a cobweb.
Yeah.
But if I'm, like, been doing work all day or I've been in the gym and I'm pumped
fuck
up,
that spider.
I just
I'm
think
fucking backhand the shit out of it.
and I think that's also a lot to do with, like, confidence as well. Like, if you've been an active on that day, you way more. That's why clubs are so easy to talk to people. Clubs and parties and stuff, because even just apart from the alcohol, like, if you go sober, you're still way more likely to be social, because everything's just it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
there's loud music, people moving around, you're moving around.
I
Like
noticed something as well when you do a lot of things during at the start of the day. Like for example, I just woke up. Like is not really, but like a few hours, or whatever. I guarantee you, this podcast would be 10 times easier if we did it at like fucking 9 p.m. or some shit. Because
Yeah,
like
you get the momentum.
I've already like woken up and I've got the momentum, etc. Like I notice when I get home from work, I'm still in that like workflow state, and I'll come home and like instead of just like estrogenically putting my food in the microwave, I'll just like open it, fucking slam it in 4 minutes or whatever,
Yeah.
and then just like super quickly, and you're still in that like I don't know,
that
where
flow
you-
state for the
you're just
day.
warmed up,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's why that's where I think morning routines do fit. Like a lot of people say morning routines are stupid, but I think a real quick one for me is get outside as soon as you wake up. Get outside, just do something quick, run around or whatever, just to get it flowing. You know
That's
what I mean?
I do. I eat my first meal
Yeah.
like outside in
I'll,
the sun.
I'll read this comment as well. I broke up with my Danish girlfriend, man. Xmas was lonely. She's a ranger too, but the cutie type. Well, I'm
Aha.
sorry.
Does that say
Did you
aha
break
at the
up?
end?
I don't know. Yeah, haha. Did you break up with her, or did she break up with you? That's the question. And why? And why?
And
I do actually want to talk about like I have discussions about breakups
Yeah.
and stuff and how they happen.
Danish.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Where are you from though?
Yeah. And did you spend Christmas with your family?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Christmas was lonely. Did you spend it with your family or what? Anyway, what I was talking about before. Also, a lot of people think that confidence. No one makes a conscious effort to become confident. Like, who's actually making a conscious effort to become confident? That's why everyone thinks that they're not confident. It's because, like you said, it's all social conditioning.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason people think they're not confident is because they haven't done anything for their confidence, and everyone's reassuring
Yeah.
them that they're not confident.
And another thing as well, to do with exposing yourself to other people. If you're someone who's, let's just say, a subhuman, and you go out and expose yourself to humans, and you get treated badly by them,
yeah.
it's pattern recognition. You don't want to be treated badly by people again. So obviously the way I did that was by not becoming a subhuman and then being treated better by people.
Getting the halo effect.
Pretty
That's
much,
the halo
yeah.
effect, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so let's say, right, so yesterday I did interviews with girls, and they were saying that the minimum height you should be... So
this
tell
is
me how you should be
wild.
confident.
This is
if,
wild,
If
crazy.
women are telling you this, right,
Yeah.
tell me how you're supposed to be confident, right? They say the minimum height is 6'2". Minimum.
Bro,
They say personality...
I am
matters,
6'2", and I walk outside and cunts are like on my fucking like this line to me, bro. It's not over. Like
Yeah,
as if people underestimate how tall 6'2"
Just wait,
actually
it's
is.
over for us, bro. For this couch, it's
Nah.
over, bro.
Bro,
Me.
6 foot not good enough nowadays. Like
To be fair, to be
crazy,
fair though,
dude.
chicks don't know what 6'2"
No,
is.
that's what
I
I was-
can probably tell a chick I'm
that's
6'2".
That's literally what I was telling Nelson before.
Yeah.
They probably think someone who's 5'11" is 6'2".
Yeah,
realistically,
exactly,
bro.
yeah.
It's so fucking dumb, man. Like,
But yeah, I think chicks are killing dudes' confidence though. Like these days.
yeah.
They love it.
These
They
days.
get an ego boost from it.
Yeah.
but another thing as
Especially
well.
someone who's my height who gets told if you're under 6 foot, don't bother.
Yeah.
If you don't have a
That
phobia,
that,
don't
that is
bother.
stupid. That is
Come on,
stupid.
that's like
Yeah.
everything I'm not.
Really.
Fuck off.
No, it's funny how that like it's usually the shortest girls you want the tallest guys because it's like they're
The
trying
ugly
to.
ones.
It's like kind of like they're trying to compensate for their short king genetics and they're trying to get like the tallest guys.
Did
like,
we not watch a video where it was like the reason all the short girls really want the tall guys is because
Safety.
it's not safety, it's their offspring. They're thinking about their offspring, right? To make up for their short genetics, they have to get with a taller guy to have a taller son that's going to be more likely to survive and keep the bloodline going. It's all
It's hardwired.
evolutionary biology. It's hardwiring. The evolutionary biology hardwiring is like everywhere when you really start picking it up,
Yeah, yeah.
and it makes so much sense.
You know what's fucking brutal as well? I'm sorry to like blackpillify this fucking podcast, but like
The black girls arrived.
oh, which is
Red Pill podcast.
I saw there was this video of they were doing like a dating experiment, and there was a guy who they basically made this guy who was 5'4" be some like surgeon who made like millions of dollars and was like a CEO of a company, etc. And then got some guy who was like fucking 6 foot next to him, and said he was I don't know homeless, and then they asked like homeless or like was in jail or some shit. And then guess who they picked, bro? Like, bro, it's brutal, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like to do with confidence, I don't know, bro. If you're under 6'6", I reckon just get limb lengthening surgery.
Bro, no, I'll actually say, bro, if I was under like 5'8", I'd be getting on steroids. That's a
So,
valid.
no,
enough
that's even
excuse, bro.
worse, bro. That's
How?
even worse.
How?
Yeah, no.
Oh no, true. Because if you're that short, you can probably build a big enough frame anyway.
See, this is the
Yeah.
problem, bro. If you're like,
You look shorter than
if you're
Yeah,
below
true.
average height and you get on roids, you're just gonna be seen as compensating. So
Well,
you know what the strongmen have that like 6'7" or something?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
look short because they're so big, but they're not.
So yeah, that's my question, I guess, to you guys. So we're talking about how to build confidence. How does one build confidence if he is balding, ugly, short, and fat? Like,
Oh well,
I know one. Move to Asia.
okay, no, that's actually a good
You're
one.
Tall,
and
you're tall
that
there,
is-
and you're like you look
Yeah.
better.
I've seen a lot of short guys that are like hyper
Environment.
confident though, like that do compensate with hyper confidence.
Mm.
But they're still perceived. I was telling Roy this the other day. They're still perceived as like the little guy. Like that's their character. You know what I mean? That's like little confident guy, like little leprechaun guy. You know what I
But
mean?
have
that's
you
the thing.
noticed if you look at like some old ugly guy, they get some really nice Asian girl,
It's
and that like does shit for him.
yeah, well, that's just like
Asian women are pretty submissive. Like when it comes to the Southeast Asian countries, like they're very like submissive. Over
yeah, well,
there.
it's just
Oh, it's just soft hockey.
it's just very traditional. It's very,
Yeah.
but like every country and ethnicity wants what they're not used to. Like
Yeah.
I was talking to a Colombian guy, and obviously they love
Yeah,
the Colombians over here, but over in Colombia they would
yeah,
love me.
for sure.
Exactly.
It's
There's,
just, it's just they want what they want, and
I
that's
keep seeing memes as well of when it comes to Asian women, they for some reason like they date subhuman white men over like good-looking Asian men because like they're just like I said they just want
Yeah.
yeah.
Stand out.
yeah. It's just
what about
because
good-looking white men?
Oh, then it's like
Right.
oh,
Cream
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
but yeah, to do with confidence, bro. That
clean up in Thailand.
bro. Let's do,
clean up.
let's do a Thailand vlog.
Oh, I did say
Nah, but to do with confidence, like yeah, environment's
STD
massive.
challenge.
Trying to get a dick up the bum challenge.
Oh god, who can contract the most STDs in 24 hours
Who can
challenge?
pick up the most ladyboys challenge?
Yeah, first one to get a ladyboy wins.
Jesus.
Yeah, but no, environment's massive for confidence. Like if you're in a place where you're getting mogged thoroughly, like how are you going to be confident?
Mm.
Oh, dude, that's a massive thing to do though. If you are not confident, is just really go all out and trying to put yourself in environments where people are like better than you because you're gonna
Yeah.
have to get to their level. And Deramitz has really forced me into this, bro. I came in there absolute subhuman, and I've literally seen myself transform. I'm just trying to keep up with these guys. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
literally.
Oh, bro.
Like that might sound a bit weird, but
This is 100% true. Even like I have to give Lockie credit. Like he's been looks making lately. Right, I'm gonna say he's mogging me recently, and yeah, no, I give it to him.
been
looking
quite handsome.
He's been looking very good, and to be honest with you, like it made me like, fuck, how dare he? Like, so it's made me want to like
When the
looks.
mogger gets mogged.
It makes me want to looks make even more. So like
When the
that's
st-
what happens.
when the student like outperforms the
Exactly,
master.
bro. The apprentice.
Yeah,
The young
apprentice.
grasshopper. He becomes a what's like the Star Wars
Sensei.
fucking- Yeah, I don't even know. But yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah, no, but like 100% what you just said, like on another level, you surround yourself with high value people. You're forcing yourself to get to a point where you're on the same level as them. So
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
What do you boys think about alcohol and fake confidence? I think we've ran through this
yeah.
in a previous podcast, but still, this is obviously along the lines of this conversation. What do you
Yeah.
think about alcohol to get confidence?
Oh, so about a year ago, I went completely sober for about 300 days.
this is where I exit the
And
conversation.
and coincidentally, when I quit alcohol, like my confidence without alcohol fucking skyrocketed. Like I used to have to like pre-drink heavily to be able to hold a conversation in a club or in a party or something. Like that's a pre, and that's for most people. That's like a prerequisite. That's why they pre-drink, because like they
Yeah,
can't
the boys will have all these copes with like
Yeah, literally,
why they're
bro, yeah.
pre-drinking, but in reality, it's like because if you want to have any sort of like social interaction, you need it.
You need to be fucking
You need
sloshed.
it. But they don't want to say that. They want to say like,
No.
"Oh, we're just having pre-drinks."
But that's
fun."
that's the truth. That's why pre-drinks are a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because you want to be sloshed before you get
You're
there.
going into a social environment, and you can't be social without this like, alcohol. And at the end of my partying days, I actually went to a lot of them sober, and you really get to just like see see it as it is when
You
you're
can
sober.
see it,
like,
yeah.
bro,
A lot of
you
people
see-
relate
You
to
see those
this.
memes and it's like you zone out and you realize what the fuck you're doing, or like you know you're better, you're meant for something more.
That's
or
what made
something
me
like
quit clubbing, bro. Yeah, that's what made me.
Because it's all just fake confidence everywhere. Like everyone's just drunk as fuck.
If anything, I became more confident going to clubs sober because I have to force myself to talk to people.
exactly.
So.
Yeah.
And then again, like it helps
It's a
as well
boost.
because since everyone's wasted, you're just talking to fucking spuds like all the time.
Oh,
as
so fun to fuck with drunk people.
Well, I love what First Man said one time. He said he used to go to clubs sober. I think you know what I'm talking about here, Nelson. And he'll have like drunk guys that they have their drunk confidence like arc up to him because they like bump into him or something.
Oh.
Yeah, and they like bump into him and they're like, yeah, listen, mate, we'll fight. And then First Man says, nah, we'll wait till tomorrow morning. We'll meet up in a field and we'll punch it out. And obviously the next morning, those drunk guys sober up real quick. There goes their confidence. No, they ain't doing it. They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because like when you're so used to being drunk and being confident, the second you're not drunk, like how are you gonna? You haven't practiced.
The
it.
worst kind of people are alcoholics, especially young people, like the young alcoholics. Dude, their personalities are so dead shit, man. And it's like it's the alcohol that does that. I'm sure there'd be fine blokes without it, but they're just so dead shit. Like you'll have a night with them, they'll do some fucked up shit, or they'll do you really wrong. And but then the next day it's all like, oh, I'm sorry, and it wasn't me and whatever like that. But it was all just because of alcohol. I think alcohol's terrible for confidence and everything in general. Bro, I think it's one of the worst drugs in the world.
I noticed with alcohol, you cannot reason with someone, and someone who's drunk always thinks they're right no matter what the situation is. So you can't reason with them.
They're the worst kind of people.
The worst people to talk to.
I'd go to clubbing stoned, drunk, after hitting lines. Bro, I used to do all that shit. I used to, that's
pretty usual, to be honest.
Going to clubbing stoned is a weird feeling, though.
Yeah, it's like especially being like crossfaded, bro.
Yeah, crossfaded is the worst.
I'd want to leave, bro.
But yeah, like you'll do every single drug under the sun just to fucking
just to feel
have
something,
fun, just to feel something.
Because if you're
fun.
sober at a club, bro, it's terrible. Like
you sober at a club and you realize all it is music and retards jumping up and down.
Literally, bro.
It's just gross. All the chicks are actually mid.
You start feeling the sticky floors. You
start feeling the sticky floors, smelling the actual smell of toilets.
So remember the fucking handrails when like you moving down the stairs and they're just sticky all. Yuck.
And then some random cunt would just all you hear is like water hitting the floor. You look behind you, someone's projectile vomiting.
Yeah, it's just fuck.
I think it's the
chicks are grabbing you, like, get the fuck off me.
Yeah, bro.
No, it must be hard for you, bro. No, generally. Oh no, what I was gonna say was I know what you mean. Yeah, no,
the balls are rubbing on you, bro. The balls are rubbing on you.
Drunk and
no, bro. This is how women feel. No, yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's the idea that like intrigues people more than the actual fucking process. I swear people are more excited
100%.
before they get to the club because they think it's gonna be sick, and then
time.
they get there and they're like, "Fuck, this is mid as shit, dude."
Bro, every time, everyone always says it. Like the pre-drinks are so hype. You're talking about, yeah, bro. So we're gonna pull chicks tonight. Yeah, we're gonna clean up, bro. You're like downing all the drinks, having fun with the boys. Then you get there and you like got your drink there. You're like, just like. It's so cringe, bro.
26 degrees on Sunday morning. Wow.
Yeah, the calculator app, bro.
It's almost more cringe than a podcast, I'd say.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah,
but like it's regularized cringe, so you're not gonna get made fun of it.
Oh, exactly.
I swear most of the time we just get bored and then just start wrestling each other and then get almost kicked out.
Yeah, we just
Like
have dumb
that's
shit.
yeah, that's what always would happen.
Yeah.
We'll move away from alcohol. I want to talk about competence. I think competence is like a key factor in confidence. And I always
Competence is confidence.
Yeah, competence is confidence. Can you define competence for me, Will?
Just being competent, like being proficient in a certain thing, like just being
or a wide array of things.
just exactly, like
being competent in general.
I'm not saying like being competent in general. Like tick off the boxes. Like First Man says, be a 7 in every category. Like have your physique, have like some good interests, have your looks making on point.
Yeah, there was a quote as well. I know this like ties back to he means it more to referring to looks, but like this is like the First Man thing. We've often said something like a man is defined by his worst trait. Like for example, like I know it sounds a bit weird, but like if you think about it, right? So say for example, some guy's got everything in check, right? But for some reason, his like hairline is extremely receded. You're gonna pick up on that straight away,
and he's gonna be thinking about
exactly.
that too.
And then the girl will be like, they'll say, "Oh, that guy with, like the really receded hairline over there, not the guy who's jacked, not the guy who's fucking got all this thing going on." So that's when you go to Turkey. But no, seriously though, like that's pretty much just how it is, and you need to find every possible way to not get rejected.
Yeah,
just have everything in order.
And also, if you walk into a room and people are giving you like the validation, like they're looking at you, they're giving you the good looks, the eye contact, how are you not going to be confident? It's so hard to be confident if you're walking around, you're virtually invisible. Like you're trying to strike up a conversation, everyone's just looking at you like, cool. Just giving you no good looks. Yeah, exactly. I'm talking to Chad over here, bro. Can you not? Like, it's gonna be hard to be.
What do we think about underage clubs?
What? That's a thing.
Right, that underage clubs have definitely been sent from the Matrix Masters for sure.
Is that like blue light?
It's a real thing. It's like blue light. It's like getting kids in the rhythm,
getting them warmed up
to fuck their life up, bro. It's the worst, man. And there's little micro examples of stuff like this that the Matrix employs on kids all the time. Like for instance, with school, then the workplace, blue light, clubs. and there's certain different things like that they do.
Yeah.
Like,
So, yes, like society's almost just trying to mimic the adult life in like a nice
yeah, because they
little-
want to warm them up, get them used to it when
It's
they're
like-
kids, because their brains are malleable.
It's kinda
you know
evil,
what I mean?
bro.
It's exactly like school. Like it's preparing you to rock up for something early in the morning.
Yeah,
Put on
exactly.
a fucking suit and tie. Like, why do you need a suit and tie to go to school, bro? Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like-
like, that's private school things, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's
Fuck
true.
that, bro.
Fucking terrible, bro. I mean, like America's got it right. You know, you can just shoot up the school.
Right, that's
No, they got it right in terms of uniform though.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to rock up wearing a suit and tie.
But
I
it's-
can pull up with my fucking Yeezys, my
Well, that's
Gucci
like-
hat, like.
Well, then if you think of private schools, that just mimics like a high up corporate job.
Yeah,
Like it's used to
it
that.
does. That was interesting.
No, we're good. Be good.
So what do we think about clubs in general? Like, should anyone go to clubs?
I know. Like, no, bro. Like, why? Like, if you actually just think about it, like,
You will
why?
find the
Like,
fucking
why?
the biggest losers there.
like I could cope and be like, it might be some fun or something, but like, no, bro. Go to a fucking.
Damn, bro. I think we'd all be better off if we actually did have fun there. Like, well, maybe probably not actually. I mean, I'm just thinking in terms of like, I'm trying to see what everyone else is getting. You know, like I don't really
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, I'm not like the other people. I'm
see when
different.
you're like absolutely loaded, because I've seen like videos of the really rich professional looking clubs. They look nice, and there's like, but we're not at that though.
If you're a good-looking guy, you got your shit together, you come with the boys.
Yeah.
It's fun as fuck, right? Because you get heaps of attention. Go to an expensive one.
like cheap ratty local.
Yeah,
ones.
they're obviously fun, right? But as we know, fun isn't like the main objective here in life. But yeah, of course, clubs. That's why everyone goes to clubs. Because if you're a good-looking guy, you got your shit together, and you know you're drunk, and you got fucking girls everywhere, and you fuck them after, and it's like it's fun. You know what I mean?
And it's like, if you haven't got anything going on, you haven't got any goals, you're not
Exactly.
working towards anything, what else are you going to do on Saturday?
Yeah.
Like, you just sit in bed? No, because everyone else is at the clubs. You're not going to miss out.
But you will not find a wife at the clubs.
No.
For fuck's sake, I was just having this conversation with one of the lads. Fucking these people find girlfriends at clubs.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, great
That
idea.
sounds great, bro.
That's
I
awesome.
just expect them to not go.
Bro, I
after
don't
they
know.
find them,
I
like-
don't know. It's fucking beyond me, man.
No, I know guys that let their girlfriends just go to the club.
J Moss mentality in the building.
J Moss
Let's
is in
go.
the building. Holy shit.
Bro, we're back after a massive break.
Yeah.
I'll be missing some of these questions. We have a few clubs here. There's a subhuman mid one. Yeah, can you call it a club subhuman?
Or maybe the people in the
Just
club.
1% language.
Yeah, the people are like picking
Another
up on the
one,
fucking lingo, bro.
For more better looking people. Bro, yeah, there's clubs for certain kind of people. Like
Oh, well, there's higher up. Like you go to P1. Oh, so
P1
so,
won't let you in
So,
if
bro,
you're not,
platform 1, I walked past, and I wasn't going to go to a club that night, but I just asked the security, because this is just known for having, like, I don't know, they just do more, like, ethnics and Arabs and stuff. I'm like, what would it take for me to get into the club right now?
Yeah, I remember
And I asked the security guy this, and he goes, yeah, well, you're not ethnic. And I'm like, so does that mean I can't get in? He's like, no.
Bro, could you imagine? if
So
there was
it
a-
was reversed.
yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
I
Imagine
know.
there's a club only for white people. Wait, you're Indian? Nah, bro. Get out of here.
Yeah, but he's just like,
Like,
yeah,
what?
I pretty much have to be ethnic. Like, I have to rock
crazy.
up an AMG and shit.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, there's certain clubs for certain people, but yeah, I think clubs would only really make sense if you.
Just bring up your ancestry test and be like, I'm 1% Arab, bro. Like, just
Yeah,
live
true.
in-
Imagine that. Bro. I just like pull out the results. I'm like, here you
Yeah.
go. I think it only makes sense if you're like, let's say you're hyper successful. You've got your work done for the day. You're like, okay, let's say you live in the city. You can just walk to a place, get a table, actually like pretty much run the joint, and then leave. Like,
But the thing is, the only bad thing is about that. If you drink, you're fucked for the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
Too.
Well,
like
the-
the drinking part. If you don't drink for one,
Yeah.
fine. No.
See, it's hard for me to have an opinion on this because I just don't drink. I don't club.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
well,
know.
either do I. To be fair, like I'm really just coping here by like saying like, it's all right. You have some fun, but like I don't have fun, bro. I just work.
It's kind of like when we're saying that shit, it's kind of just like to appease to the normies, I guess. Like, I don't know.
sort of, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've actually really, to be honest, never really had that much fun at a club, like,
no,
ever.
Every time
Ever.
you get there, it's
Ever.
like, this is shit.
Every time.
And even if the most fun I've had is-
it was like mates saying, "Oh, let's go." I'm like, I've
Yeah.
got nothing else to do, man.
Yeah, exactly.
This podcast is 10 times funner than a club,
Yeah.
if you want to know. Like,
But
this is
generally
way
just,
better.
like,
Well, you can't even have
talking
this
is
conversation.
funner.
Yeah.
I can have more entertainment talking to someone than to fucking go to a club.
Well, you can't talk to people in clubs, bro. The music's too
That's
loud.
what I was about to say, bro.
Yeah.
You can't even speak.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where you from? Like,
Yeah,
It's
bro.
so cute,
Oh
bro.
my god. And like, do I even need to like go on a rant about clubs again? I'm just.
I
sick
think
of it.
we'll set this.
We'll switch it up. I
Yeah.
want to move it to cold approaching. Whether
Yeah.
So
okay.
cold approaching, is it a good way to build confidence, and do you think people should cold approach? So for a quick definition and some context, a cold approach basically is when you're a guy and you just go and talk to a girl like on the beach or
With-
something.
with,
Like
like,
you
no
don't know,
context.
random people.
You just
Cold
walk
approach
up-
could be talking to another guy if you're gay, or if you just want to talk to another guy.
Well, cold approaching is
Cold approaching-
literally just walking
yeah.
up to someone and talking.
Yeah, that's literally all it is. Which sounds like crazy. You got to put a label on it these days, but like,
Social.
yeah, like, well, but
Yeah, like that's a thing.
That's
now.
a-
It's
that-
like
that
cold
used to
approach.
be normal,
Like,
right?
like imagine telling an old guy like what you just did there was a cold approach. He's like, what? You'd be like, what?
socializing.
Yeah, exactly.
You go onto a train station. You go on a train packed full of people, and it's like weird if you even make eye contact in that train. It's
Yeah,
weird
it's
if
kinda
you even
crazy
talk
how
to the
it's become,
person
man.
next to you. It's weird. So yeah, what
It's
do you
all
think?
just to do with phones, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Like people would rather send their fucking double chin to 10 people on Snapchat than actually go up to someone and talk to them. Like, isn't that incredible?
I just wonder the philosophy behind that. Why people send their foreheads
Yeah.
to like hundreds of people on Snapchat.
Well, they've just woken up and they're like,
Yeah, like what?
see.
What is that? Like what is that? That's not communicating.
Is it like a like the Snapchat score, like the point, like they want?
Yeah,
like,
it's like
higher-
keeping the streak alive. I'm not
Right.
sure.
Keeping
well,
the
they want
streak
their like
alive.
isn't there like snap score or some shit?
Yeah, snap
Yeah, that's
score.
what I was
Like a
getting at.
number.
Do people aim for like high snap scores?
No, they do. I know
Really?
someone who literally purposely snapped people all day.
Like trying to get a high score?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
remember
wonder-
they got a million snaps in like 6 months.
I genuinely wonder if I get discriminated for my 60k snap score. Like,
Yeah, you would. No, it's like it's
Roy's
like
lame, bro. He's
It's
got
like it's like you know how you say like the halo effect with looking
Yeah.
good. It's like
Yeah.
that, but on Snapchat, they look and you think,
Damn,
oh, he
yeah.
has no snaps. He must
no.
mustn't.
He's
yeah.
not,
Must
he's
be
not
a-
very cool. He's not very
must be a-
trendy.
Yeah, exactly.
Roy's not very
I
trendy.
reckon it's-
life on his phone.
Yeah.
Must not talk to many people.
Nah, but
loser.
what do we think though about cold
Oh,
approaching?
cold approaching, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't really do it. Like, to be honest, I don't. Well, I don't get out enough
I
at
think
all.
it's good for confidence.
Yeah, it'd be good
Yeah.
for confidence.
I think me and Rory and all that went through a phase where we did a bunch of cold approaching. You kind of still do, I guess. Like we socialize, right?
I did it-
If you want to call it a
yeah.
cold approach or
Oh,
not.
yes, okay. Actually, you know what?
I
Yes,
did
I'd
it
say
a couple
yes.
times.
Yeah.
I had there was a permanent moment in time where I had the mindset of like I'm actively cold approaching right now. Right
Yeah.
nowadays, it's just like that's just how I live my life. I just talk to random people.
Yeah, like I don't go in with the intention
Yeah.
of like cold approach, get the number.
Yeah, exactly.
I've just talked to people.
It's
at
so
random,
simple,
like-
bro.
Like, yeah, do you mean go up to and get their number or just go up and
What
start
I
talking
mean
to
is
someone?
cold approaching for the purpose of cold approaching, like, which is what we used to do.
Like,
We used
for
to like go on the beach,
practice.
like, oh boys, you want a cold approach, and then you're like, yeah, all right, and then you just go up to a bunch of girls and try to get their
Well,
numbers
do you
and
mean
shit.
anyone
It's cringe
or
as fuck,
girls?
but it's what
Do you mean anyone or just girls?
just girls.
Oh, okay, okay.
Remember
So-
we went up to these two like 35-year-olds.
Oh yeah. Bro, I have what's it called? Language Riz. What is it called?
Oh yeah, like broken English rude.
Bro, they literally spoke like 2 words of English. I still got the digits. That's this massive
That's
W.
kind of crazy.
But no, why I
Got a
think
bunch
cold
of
approaching is kind of stupid is because you're starting off the dynamic wrong from the start. Pretty sure there's a study generated that height is being lowered due to the posture of looking at phones, iPads, and laptops. Oh, 100%, bro. 100%.
I'd say probably temporarily
I
that
thought
does
we
so.
were going up. I thought we were getting
Yeah, no,
taller.
you're gonna go up, bro. Like over time, like just like how if you're not 6'2", bro, sorry, it's over for you. You're not gonna get any dates.
Yeah, that's a
Just
good
like that shit.
example of
Yeah.
why it's going to go up.
It's exactly like taller. It's hypergamy, all this bullshit, whatever.
what's the thinking on Gen
Yeah.
Alpha?
What's the thing on Gen Alpha
What's
and then
Gen
being
Alpha?
raised on the internet?
What's Gen
It's the
Alpha?
one below us, yeah?
That's below us. Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
it's one
it's
for
below
us.
the one
I
below
thought it
us.
was
No,
the
it's the one below
Yeah,
us.
it's the one below us.
Wait, because we're Gen Z.
Well, I was kind of raised on the internet in a way. Not really, though.
Oh, well.
I think they'll grow out of it, hopefully.
I think they should just change the name.
There's not much we
Alpha
can.
doesn't
There's not
really
much we
sound-
can do about it. You can't tell a kid to hop off the internet. You'll have a cry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
know-
can.
Yeah, you can.
You
but
can tell him, but he's not going to listen to you because
Yeah.
Well,
all
then
his
you
friends,
make him.
all his friends are on the internet.
When you make him.
You can't. All his friends are on the internet. Like,
My kid will not have a.
yeah, I know
Oh,
mine won't.
There's
I
literally,
think it'll make a flip. To be
there's
honest.
brain rotting like Gen Alpha memes already. It's like sticking at your
Yeah,
gag.
yeah. That sort of shit, bro. Like, but like when you think about
Fuck,
like,
dude.
but, like think about the retarded shit that was there when we were kids, like MLG, Hitmarker.
Oh yeah,
Like,
literally.
like if you think about it, it's
Yeah.
all retarded because we're just
oh,
like, 'cause you're not-
baby, triple.
like that
Plain
shit.
simple.
Like imagine like there's probably a podcast back then being like, what the fuck are these kids watching these days?
Yeah,
Like
literally.
MLG trick shots.
There will always be retardation on the internet. I guess.
Yeah, and like especially with kids because like our brains haven't developed yet.
Yeah.
It's also like us getting older and not understanding what kids do.
Yeah, like
It's
this is
it's a
just
getting
us-
old
Yeah,
thing.
this is us aging in real time, not
Yeah.
understanding kid
But
memes.
I look back at what I used to watch and I'm like, what?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like.
like those Roblox videos and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
like Minecraft
But-
parodies.
Although I will say though, no, it is still way worse.
Oh, no.
Like when we were
Yeah.
talking about like TikTok scrolling and shit like that.
You'd like
Oh,
the
yeah,
death
yeah,
scroll.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
actually that actually kind of makes me sad.
The death scroll makes me sick. Are we looking up statistics? I can hear some statistics typing.
No, he's just saying, drop a like. Yeah, drop a like if you're on the podcast,
Yeah,
boys.
smash the like
and if you're
button,
not
boys.
subscribed, make sure to subscribe.
But yeah, the thing that
dislike
the thing that scares me is like when you open up a fresh page on TikTok, or sorry, like a new account on TikTok, bro, it's literally
The
just
content is
ass,
so
ass, and it's like, it's all just like, just
it's porn.
it's
It's just soft porn.
it's
bro.
Chinese propaganda. Is pretty much all it is.
It's just soft porn, bro. Like it's
Mm.
it's terrible.
And you got-
and kids watch it, like little kids, bro.
Yeah. Well, what do we see? Like literally a 9-year-old scrolling.
Yeah, just like scrolling, like completely zoned out.
fully zoned in.
This was at like
with,
a social
with
gathering.
their
as well.
family.
Yeah, my little cousins, they're like, fucking 7 years old. I remember like watching them on TikTok and there was just asses.
Dude, it comes down to the parents, man. It just comes down to the parents.
Yeah,
like, what
yeah,
the
it
fuck are you
does.
doing?
It really
Like,
does.
you've literally failed, man. You failed.
You should see, if you think TikTok is bad, look at the state of Instagram Reels nowadays.
Bro, what is that? What is that?
What is it?
People dying, bro.
Bro, all I see, I'll scroll, I see sensitive posts. Do you want to view this? I'm like, yeah, I actually do. And I click on yes. And I see a guy just getting run over. Like, what? And then I scroll the next one and I see a fucking Down syndrome. And I go into the comments and I see like gifs like this and shit.
Bro, it's so bad.
And then I'll see like a little fucking kid, bro. A little kid that's like,
Bro,
she got
yeah.
it bad.
Wait, what?
Bro, someone's like oil up, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bro, it's
Wait,
wild.
What is it with
wild,
like
bro.
Down syndrome people getting like popular on,
Yeah.
on Instagram and
Oh,
TikTok
I
just
think
because
it's-
they're Down syndrome?
it's
My
just
brother
the,
watches it like
everyone-
laughing at them.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at Down.
I think the appeal
I mean,
to
the
it,
Down syndrome.
all the appeal to it is like our humor is degenerated so much that like you laugh at shit that you're just not supposed to laugh at. Like
Yeah.
you've always been told your whole life, this is a disabled person, you treat them with respect, and then you see on Instagram like when no one's looking at you, like to see if you're gonna respect them or not, and you're just gonna fucking like take the piss out of it, So it's taken out the worst of society for sure.
100%. I don't know what the go is that with the Instagram. Like, how is it not just deleting videos of people straight up dying? Yeah, like what is Zuckerberg doing?
He probably watches that sick
That's
shit.
what I'm getting at. Is there like malicious intent or something with that?
He's probably uploading.
On a real note, I always do try and look at the bigger picture with this stuff. Why?
Like,
So because
know it's a problem.
They obviously know it's a problem, and they're obviously allowing it for some reason. And it could just be for general brain degeneration or desensitization, so they can plot out some kind of thing that they're going to do with society. It's all for a reason. I believe it really is. With all of it, it's just like how there's a purpose in them not having age restrictions on TikTok and stuff, and why they're letting kids look at soft porn. It's all a reason to it.
the best
Well, it's like keeping on the app. Realistically, like people fucking like if it's
Yeah,
shocking
I still
stuff,
think
they'll
there's
keep-
intent there. I think there's intent for some kind of purpose.
Yeah, they're like, what's the ROI on banning all this content compared to just leaving it up? Like, yeah, it's a problem, but it's still more people. We still make more money. Like,
You can't really blame TikTok though, because it's like at the end of the day, there's heaps of shit out there that are doing similar stuff. It's just their parents and say no. Like your parents are you're meant to watch what your kids are doing.
yeah. Like,
Then you say no.
But it all
There's heaps of shit out there that are similar. Just TikTok's bigger.
bro, it literally just it does just come down to the parents. I don't know. Like, are they
Like,
what are they doing?
But here's what I'm saying though. It all comes down to what they like. It's still really not the parents' fault because the parents have grown up in a world where they don't have the energy or the time or the resources to keep checking on their kids. Both parents are still working, right? They can barely take care of their children. A lot of them because they're both working and they both have their entire time taken up or money taken up by certain things. Everyone's living paycheck to paycheck. The last thing on their mind is them worrying about what their kids are like watching. Like their kids are complaining about this and that and this and that. Just fucking take the iPad and shut up.
That's why
Is the solution to them.
That's why I put such an emphasis on just become financially free before you have kids, so you
Oh,
can
for
actually
sure.
raise a kid correctly.
It's all the rich parents that are actually controlling their kids.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Exactly.
Therefore,
I don't know about that.
giving them generational wealth. I know about that. Every rich person I know is like taking control of their kid.
Another thing as well, like
the
with
rich
the-
people I know, their kids are brattier.
with all the like the best score shit on Instagram, it made me think it's to do with when you see something you're like I don't know what the exact term is, but you're curious about something that you don't want to look at. It's kind of like gory shit. Like you're intrigued by it
'Cause it's not
It's
the
like there's
normal
a
shit.
term for it. It just takes a part of your primal brain because it's like trying to like defend yourself from like predators or whatever, and you're trying to like suss out all this shit. And it, like, be honest, right? Like you don't like watching people dying, but like you're pretty curious about it. Like you're about to watch something, you're like realistically you wouldn't want to see that, but you just keep watching, sort of thing. It
Yeah,
just
it was just like it's shocking. Like,
Yeah.
That's stuff you've never seen before.
yeah,
yeah, 'cause
for
that's
sure.
just like so like what
I
the
literally
fuck?
saw like
That actually happens. I thought it was just a movie.
bro,
Yeah,
tell me
exactly.
about, I saw a truck driver like just run over like 7 cars.
Yeah, it's just,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
I scroll down my
Yeah.
Instagram. It's just all that shit now,
Yeah.
bro. It's crazy.
Mm.
Like,
It also probably doesn't feel as real though, because it is on your phone.
Yeah.
Like it probably
Well,
doesn't feel
how
as.
does your brain know that?
Yeah, like and when I first watched this, I'm like, it could be a movie.
Dude,
Like,
do you know what I could? This might be a bit of a stretch, right? This might be a massive stretch because Instagram isn't fully Western, right? There's a lot of Chinese influence on Instagram, and do you think it could be? This might be a massive stretch, but right. But do you think it could be? They want you to see people dying, right? So that you think all your allies are dying, like your people are dying, so that you become weak
That's
as a person.
That's a wild concept.
It is a wild concept, but I'm putting it out
conspiracy
there.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe.
Like in China, they don't have those videos. They can't even get Instagram on it.
No, over there, it's just like, it's just like
Because if
educational
think about it, your brain is looking at that thinking, damn, all these people are dying. But essentially, your brain's also thinking like, in reality, everyone around me is dying, getting run over and shit. Like my people are dying.
stuff. What is that doing to your brain, bro? Like,
I don't know. I always think there's an intent behind it. I always try to look at the big picture.
but doesn't that Instagram push out what people want? Like people.
Yeah, of course they want you to
Like
believe
more?
that. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Roy just explained. Yeah, that's what we are kind of like wired to
Yeah, exactly.
not
So
enjoy
isn't that-
seeing that, but we want to sort of suss it out and like,
Yeah,
figure it
it's
out.
Wouldn't
just
that be-
trying to protect yourself.
Yeah. Bro, I don't have the attention span to scroll through TikTok to begin with. I hope you mean that your attention span's like
Yeah, that's what I'm
good,
thinking, yeah.
not to scroll through TikTok. If, it's over if it's the opposite, but
yeah, I mean, like the fact that you just sit through this podcast is probably a good sign.
yeah, boy, if you can sit through this podcast, like well,
I'm actually looking at the stats right now. 11-minute view duration. That's pretty healthy. Like,
that's pretty good. 11 minutes.
You know, they've actually said our attention span has now dipped below that of a goldfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you know how you say like
It's like
you,
4 seconds down instead of like 6 or some shit.
Yeah.
yeah, it used to be higher than a
Wasn't it
goldfish.
3?
No, it's like 7 seconds or something.
Ah.
so if you say you got the attention of a goldfish, it's actually that's actually a compliment.
That's a compliment now, because our average attention span is less than. Like, how do you measure that though? Like, how do you measure
it is.
global?
I suppose there'd be ways to measure it. There'd be ways to
There is,
measure it.
They show a video and
Yeah.
you swipe up.
I think
Kind
there's
of thing,
even,
yeah.
like little examples of that in terms of a conversation we have. Like we can't really sit on a specific subject for longer than like 2 or 3 minutes. It's kind of just like, okay, that's boring. On to the next
That's a
one.
conversation though.
And like,
Yeah.
but like also no, like you think about it. Imagine like the ancient Stoics. They would just sit on an idea
Mm.
for probably like days.
Facts.
And like
That-
go back, like, and you can notice this with older people. Like they'll bring up something you were talking about a week ago, and you're like, "Damn, I completely forgot I even said that."
Yeah.
Like
Because-
I'm onto this now.
Yeah, like I'm living a whole new life than last week, and they're still like, "I remember when you said that thing last week." And I'm like,
and it really caught my attention.
"Yeah," I'm like, "Damn, you were like really just living on like such a more paced."
Mm.
Because their attention spans are like,
Like you look back and they had like mail, and everything was slower back then.
yeah, everything's just so.
That's a wait
everything
for
is so
everything.
fast paced now.
Exponential.
It's ridiculous.
Like think
Right.
about it. You can send a message. You could talk to someone on the other side of the world within the split second. Yet they would have to wait weeks for a
But
for a
I
mail.
still can't believe the fact that like 100 years, like I was watching like Peaky Blinders fucking ages ago, and there was like a mailing pigeon or some shit.
yeah, pigeons.
Like
yeah.
100 years ago, like this is not that long. Realistically, we live 20 years. You add like I don't know 5 of those 20 years. It's not that long.
Well, our grandparents. Would
Yeah, exactly. 100 years ago, they had like messenger pigeons that would like get mail and like send it over. But now we have smartphones and Bluetooth and fucking shit from rocks and water. Like what? Like what is that?
And also, we know that progress is exponential. So imagine in just 10, 20 years.
Yeah, we're not prepared for it.
Like bro, what is even gonna
We're gonna
happen,
be.
man? This podcast
gonna
will
be.
still be running from. This
It'll
podcast.
be,
will
be in
still
fucking space by then.
Yeah, we'll be on
Live
Mars.
streaming from Mars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we'll be dead.
Yeah, who knows, bro?
They sub said I can't do short form content. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. People are gonna have to watch movies with like Subway surfers at the bottom.
Oh, true.
Yeah, stuff's gonna change.
Like,
Especially
how's the movie
Well,
industry
the-
gonna deal with it?
Yeah.
well, the movie industry is suffering.
It
Box
is.
office is not making anywhere near as much money as they used to be.
I think there's a pretty simple way of doing that. You just make it the movies hyper stim, like even more than
Yeah.
they were before. But then that's gonna make,
already happening.
bro, it's gonna make movies even worse. Though that's the thing.
Yeah,
Just like how like the Mr. Beastification of YouTube makes YouTube videos worse. It's
And-
gonna make everything worse.
And I'll tell you what's something that I see in movie cinemas now. People zone out and just start scrolling their phones in the cinemas.
Dude, that's crazy. I've
insane.
seen that.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I've
Like,
seen that.
like you paid to watch this movie and you're bored. You're bored
You
so
literally-
much that you have to.
Either that or they do something else or
They're like fiddling.
Fiddling.
Yeah.
bro, it's the worst. Kids go crazy. Like especially those Gen Alphas, they go crazy. They start crying or like cracking the shits.
Bro. So do you think we're gonna keep going down this path? Or do you think it's gonna?
There's no other way to
flip?
go. Of course,
It'll probably taper off.
Might taper off a
You
bit.
think it'll
yeah.
taper off? I think it has to
So
though.
we're gonna turn into Wally.
Wally,
Yeah, the
yeah,
Wally
dude,
style,
Wally
isn't it?
predicted that. Wally's already happening, bro. If you go down the street to Heritage Springs in Pakenham, man,
it's Wally.
it's
They're all-
Wally. Dude, it's so sad. It's so sad. Like I keep bringing this up, but like I was just driving around looking at these people, man, like in their shopping carts, just full of this food, fat as fuck. Their kids fat, scrolling on their phone. It sounds like a comedy, right? But this is the reality.
Yeah.
They're in like these disability scooters. I know they can walk.
Yeah, what was the guy you saw, like the guy on the hentai shirt with the two?
Oh, bro, yeah, this guy who probably fucking 250 pounds had like this hentai onesie suit thing on
What
with like stains on it everywhere, like what looked to be like
Oh.
pee stains. I could smell him from like
Oh.
5 meters away, and he was like,
Oh,
it was bro, and it was with his dad too.
oh, poor guy.
Did you like moan or something?
He did some moan thing, yeah, it was weird. Oh, dude, these people exist and they're everywhere now. This is the West, you know what I mean?
That's incredible.
Dude, a live stream from Mars would be a vibe. It'd be pretty crazy. Might have to
It's like
work.
Cody Co's
Maybe we'll start working on it. Maybe.
Episode 3028.
Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, that would be
Welcome
cool.
back.
But yeah, like, how can that man be confident? Taking it back to the subject.
How can that?
How can
Well,
that
he can't,
man
it's
be-
over
He's
now.
confident enough to moan in public, so that's good enough.
No, I think it was like
Yeah.
a pain moan. Like he has to
Yeah.
walk
Yeah,
around. So it was like that sort of.
So he's confident to wear an anime shirt. Or
Dude.
maybe it's because that's all he has.
It's kind of crazy. Like, what was another thing we saw? Like, this is what the internet does to people, right? So I saw some guy in the gym. He was wearing a shirt that said, "Don't bully me, I'll come."
No, I've seen that as well.
You've
yeah.
seen that?
Yes,
What
yes.
is that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny, but
Yeah.
that's not.
I've
that's
seen
not-
multiple
that's
people that.
Who the fuck wears that, bro?
even allowed?
Like, yeah, it's cool. You might see it in your phone again, haha.
I
But you're not
would
gonna wear it to the gym.
Oh no,
bro.
I have seen like there's this one guy
Only
who
you would
wears.
fucking wear that, bro.
There is this one guy who wears all these types of weird shirts, bro.
But you
Like,
only
shit
get
that,
like
yeah.
you only like wear that shit once you like spend too much time on the internet and you think that's like acceptable.
No, think about it. He had to buy that as well.
Yeah.
And put it on and
Yeah.
Look in the mirror. Yeah. Look in the mirror and go, I'm gonna go in public.
Bro, there's
wearing
just
this."
different types of people, bro. If
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
wear
pumped.
something out in public, I'm not gonna be. I'm like, that's asking to be fucking like slapped in the face, bro. Like, what is that?
It's asking to be bullied.
Yeah,
So we
literally.
can- so we
That's
can-
But like,
exactly-
imagine 100.
because you come.
But like, but you know, but you know how you're saying like that's funny, haha. Imagine 100 years ago, some like in fucking New York, you're like walking around. Oh, there's all these gentlemen opening doors for women. You know, it's a very civil environment.
Yeah.
And you're just wearing this shirt saying, "Don't bully me, I'll come."
You would fail. Do you think he's failed?
You'd probably get shot.
Yeah,
You'd probably.
Bro, they'd think he's like a witch and they'd burn him at the stake.
100 years ago, there's no that's going back further than 100 years. I'm talking about like the 50s or something. Like you're wearing that.
Bro, we've
Imagine.
actually like okay. I was
Think
saying
about
this-
how far we've
I
degenerated.
know, I
from
was
then.
about to say this. So like we've come so far in terms of technology,
like
but our
demons and
morals
shit.
and just everything is just degenerated completely, dude.
Like,
what
a
is that?
gentleman is so rare. Have you heard like stories of chicks and like the
Dude.
dates they've been on, or like?
Oh, bro.
I feel bad for chicks, bro, because 90% of dudes are failures.
Everyone's wondering why hypergamy is going so crazy and why all the girls are sharing the chads now and like
Because
the
there's
dating
so few
market's
of
all
them.
skewed. Because yeah, there's so
And that
many,
used to be
there's
the
so
norm.
there's so many pretty women, but there's like such little actually put together guys.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's everywhere. Like it's just because it's just supply and demand.
And
That's-
And I kind of forget that because I really only spend time in high level environments like the gyms or boxing gyms. So I'm thinking, oh, this is what society is, this level of man. But no, that's just like the top.
and then it hits you like a truck.
That's
man,
people,
when-
and then you go out into the actual environments, like you go out to the city or you go out to the shops, and you're like, holy fuck,
The city is
these poor
crazy,
women, bro.
dude.
There's
Like,
no real men out
Yeah.
there.
No, as well, like even to do with the gym, bro. It's not even a high, value environment anymore. I guess it
Not
is
really.
compared to the depths of subhumanity when you go to like Woolworths or something.
It's gonna be very generalized in January though.
Yeah, like for sure. But like going to the gym, it's not like a weird thing to do anymore. It's like a normalized thing.
Yeah.
And you see normal people in the gym. It's only like the really jack guys who go there regularly that are of that. But I remember seeing a short from you was something like
Yeah.
you know,
competition's gonna get.
yeah, but no, it was like to do with how rich people are usually always jacked. It's because of the discipline.
Oh, that was my one, yeah.
Oh, no, it was yours, yeah.
Yeah, well, it goes in combination because people that want to improve in one area usually just try to improve every
Yeah,
other area.
right.
But it should be normal for guys to want to strive to be better.
Yeah.
People give up now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy if you like don't want to improve your life, isn't it? Like
It
you
blows
just
my
sit
mind,
there
bro. It blows my
stagnating, like,
mind.
it's a bit weird.
Yeah, that's actually subhuman. Every person that messages me like I'm not motivated, like that's subhuman. Like you weren't gonna wake up demotivated 100 years ago when you had to do shit. Everyone says times are hard these days. No, it's actually easy, therefore making it hard for you to live. Like, dude, it's so fucking easy to live. Like,
But that's why everyone's so unmotivated.
yeah, exactly. But like for me and you, we literally just work like a normal job, super easy, right? And that gives us the opportunity to literally house ourselves in a 4-bedroom house, go out and make the content we want to make, host a podcast, make clothes,
Have enough time to film
have
and
enough
edit.
time to film and edit. Dude, we're so blessed, and we're like,
Oh,
people aren't
cost of
even
living
grateful for
crisis. Cost of living
that. Yeah,
crisis.
cost of, shut the fuck up, bro.
Like,
Recession.
bro, people used to
fucking-
work like 3 jobs in coal mines just
oh
to
my
make
god, I
enough
gotta
money
pay
to
$4
afford-
for coffee. Well, don't buy the coffee then.
Yeah.
You know,
People
are
have this
retarded.
like complaining about the cost of
Stop
living. Like, yeah, I
complaining,
get
man.
like inflation and shit. But
But
then
they
they
make more money.
or just stop spending it on alcohol and clubs and
Yeah,
fucking bullshit. Like,
Like-
people spend
like
hundreds of
the
dollars a week.
fact, the fact that we can just support ourselves like this is absolutely crazy.
Just work literally just no overtime and be able to afford a house is wild.
People were like shocked of how much money I've invested in what I'm trying to make, and they're like,
Yeah.
"What? That much?" I'm like, "Yeah, but how much have you spent on alcohol?" In a
Exactly,
month?"
bro.
And it's
That's
like,
all it
it's-
is. That's all it
yeah,
is. Just that extra little expense,
Yeah,
like or vapes.
yeah.
People will fuck their life up over a little vape.
Or just worthless shit. Like I know so many people who literally see something on the internet and just be like, they have to have it, even though that gives them no use.
Dude, people can't see the bigger picture. Like,
Yeah,
literally, I'm not even kidding, right? People will fuck their entire life up because the younger years are the most important years, and they set you up. Literally,
Well,
just
then, time
drinking.
to have fun, bro.
Yeah, but drinking and buying little flavored air
makes you
things
dumb.
that gets rid of that just gets rid of that extra little income that you could have saved. Therefore, just fucking your whole life up.
Yeah.
Done. Was that worth it, bro?
Bro, I've known people who've asked to lend money from me to buy a vape.
Oh, yeah, no, that
how
was
offensive!
me, yeah.
Oh, multiple times. I had to buy. I felt bad for this dude. I had to buy this dude's girlfriend a Valentine's Day gift because he couldn't afford it, and he never paid me
You
back.
should have gotten head from that at least.
Bro, no. So yeah, so this guy was like, I can't afford my girlfriend this Valentine's Day gift, bro. Can you like lend me some money? I said, yeah, alright, bro. That's just depressing. Like, I'll give you some money for
But
that.
you gotta tell her.
Yeah, bro. But he didn't pay me back.
Oh.
So, then, bro, I should have rizzed her up when I was like, because there was this thing where I saw both of them. Like, I should have told her, like,
Isn't that your
I-
work, mate?
yeah. I'm like, well,
This little Valentine's Day gift that
Yeah.
held your fucking relationship together was on thin ice.
That was me. Yeah, I bought that for you, not your boyfriend. I don't even know what he bought. I gave him $50. He never even gave it back to me. But that's the level of man. Like I was talking about before.
That's
How,
pathetic.
like, imagine like
That's pathetic.
That's wild to me.
That's
bro.
actually pathetic.
And then he has to have his drinks.
Yeah, like you have to have your seat, like you see.
They probably just spent it on sports bet anyway.
Yeah, probably just went to sports bet, bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, confidence.
Yeah. How can you be confident if you're that man?
Yeah, legit.
If you can't even afford a Valentine's
Confident
Day
enough to ask for $50 for a Valentine's Day gift. My goodness, you'll never catch me doing that.
gift? Yeah, bro.
You never even catch me asking you for anyone. I've never asked anyone for money ever.
Yeah, but
I actually have never
money.
asked anyone
I've
for money.
never.
Apart from it being a reason, like obviously if I've done a
Yeah.
service, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm never asking for free money.
No.
Like if I've driven you to fucking 1 hour and back,
The only time,
maybe chip in for fuel, but
the
even then I
only
probably
time
won't
I've
ask.
actually asked for money is when my phone's flat. Because I know.
Oh yeah, if you
can't
physically
pay.
can't pay for something.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about is like handouts.
Oh.
I've never asked anyone ever for a handout.
Yeah, never
ever.
done that.
I actually discourage people for giving me handouts.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it, but yeah, how can
I don't think I've ever said yes to like someone asking me. Or can I have something? I'm like, no. Like I've never said yes to anyone.
yeah,
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, well, after you
Never.
lend money to people a few times, you learn no one pays you back.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
if you
Like, which
if
is
you
wild.
lend someone money once, they'll keep coming back and hassling you.
Yeah, for sure. I remember that it was the
Yeah.
same thing at the canteen, bro. At school, like there'd be this one scab who would just sit there and he would just, I was like, "Hey, bro, can I have like 10 cents, like 20 cents?"
That's all I need,
Fuck
bro.
off,
All I
cunt.
need left- I actually remember
Yeah.
that.
want a
fucking
hot cake.
I'm 10 cents off buying a
Yeah.
potato cake, bro.
It's insane.
Maybe that like transitions into the adult life as well.
Mm.
I definitely would actually, yeah.
Yeah.
to
Like,
con-
like the canteen abusers.
to conclude this podcast, what do we actually think a guy should do to build confidence?
Stop drinking alcohol.
Go to the
Go,
gym.
go exposure therapy. Go to the gym. Become a man that would be confident. Like if you look at yourself in the mirror and go like, this man wouldn't be confident. Like how are you going to be confident?
Get outside, start talking to people.
Yeah, just talk to people.
You just become that guy.
Become a guy.
Become that guy. Not
But
just
how
a
do you
guy.
become that
You
guy?
become that guy.
But
You just
how do you
do.
become
You
that
just
guy?
do the things that guy would do.
Like
But people are lost. That's why people don't do nothing.
Because it's
They don't know
uncomfortable.
how.
Just do. But it
You need to
doesn't.
tell them how.
You just do it.
Just
Like
fucking get in the gym and
just
do
get in the gym and
shit.
do shit.
Get in
Like
the gym.
think of the man. Think of a confident man, and then just do the things that he
Replicate
does.
that shit.
Replicate it. Like
can
whether
just
you,
copy people,
whether that's
though.
you or not, just do it.
Yeah.
Just literally, it's like look and feel better than others, and you
and,
probably.
and also not to mention, right? So every like if you're ugly and you're not confident in yourself, everything turns into, it has to be a cold approach because no one's giving you signals. But if you're that guy, everything's going to be warm approaching. Just people are going to be looking at you. People are going to be putting themselves
getting that
within your
momentum.
proximity.
Oh, dude, this literally happened yesterday.
Marathon mindset.
When the first interview I did, you know, once we got that out of the way, people
almost
started.
come to you.
They just started coming up, and they're all jumping around the camera, trying to get in, and they want to be interviewed. But at the start, everyone was looking like, guy with the camera and a microphone.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be interviewed? And I'm asking everyone, do you want to be interviewed? No. And then they come back after, and you get the momentum.
Yeah, like I saw that guy go.
And then I'm just that guy with the camera and the mic.
Yeah.
When before I was just some guy waltzing around with a camera and a mic.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Big difference.
massive difference.
Yeah.
I think like the moral of the story with almost every one of these podcasts is like just try and improve in every aspect, and it'll just
Yeah.
Just be
everything-
confident, bro.
Everything will fall into place. Just be confident.
Yeah, honestly, bro, just be confident. That's it, bro.
That
No,
actually doesn't work.
That's the worst red pill thing.
Oh my god, dude.
That-
Because it just
How can this man be confident?
yeah, because it just ignores the whole fucking truth of it. But anyways, no, like just bro, every point can be summarized with just become the best version of yourself. But this is so true.
Yeah, it is.
Confidence is literally just being proud of yourself. Is it not? Like that's it.
We got some questions. If this is bad, imagine what Gen Alpha will come up with in the future. Yeah, I mean Gen Alpha, like if you think about these soppy subhumans, they're gonna be running the world. So
Soppy little cunt.
like how long is it before like Joe Biden or whatever or
I reckon
Donald
I
Trump
reckon in all of these
or our
fucking
president's die off not long?
Gen Alphas and stuff, there will be at least like people like us come out of it.
Mm.
There always will be people like us that come out of stuff like that.
Mm.
It's
But
just because the population.
you're gonna have to cater to all the Gen Alphas. Like you can't be enforcing red pill laws to fucking.
But that's why I think we're gonna get
I
to a
still
point
get
of-
confused
But-
with the
But
pills.
no, so we're gonna get to a point of hyper control because every man was like at a good level, yeah, like back in the 50s, like back in the day.
Mm.
Now there's like a complete contrast between
There's
people
a
who
lot
are
more
trying
contrast,
and people
yes.
who are not trying. That's why I think it's just gonna be hyper control. People that are on their shit, people that are trying to improve themselves, they're gonna end up just being like, well, these guys are like.
It's almost like a coin, and you want to land on the right side of the coin.
Yeah, for sure.
We're probably gonna end up like China, being like the really rich and the really poor.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Like, there's never gonna be
because there's people that just don't try at all. They just live.
Yeah.
They're happy living just.
I think the level of population has increased and decreased at the same time. Like so, basically what I'm saying is like the gap has increased a lot in
Yeah.
terms of like
Yeah, the
before 30, 20 years ago, whatever. It would have just been like everyone's on the same playing field. Like you got the middle class, the high class, whatever. Nowadays it's like you're either subhuman or Chad. Either one. Like it's not really. You can't really fall in between.
can kind of.
Yeah, but there used to be a
It's more
standard.
rare, though.
Even poor people used to buy a suit and be proud of themselves and walk around in like the nicest clothes that they could try to get. Even the poor people used to have a level of pride in themselves,
Yeah, that's true.
and no one has pride anymore. Like, yeah, don't bully me, I'll come. Like, bro, you've got
Yeah, how are you proud of yourself? When you
exactly.
Wear shit like that?
Like, yeah, I'm sure your mum's
Yeah.
super proud of you, bro. Like, what the fuck?
No, when I look at that cunt in public, I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
Yeah, like,
but,
what the fuck
No, I'm just thinking, like, it's like, I'm trying to, okay,
That's
this,
given up.
bro,
That's black.
this is the first time I'm putting myself in that guy's head. It's empty.
it's empty.
It's empty, bro.
It's like maybe someone will laugh at me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why would you want to
laugh
be?
at me.
Why would you want to be
Yeah,
a
I know.
clown, bro? Like
Yeah,
you're
I
putting
know.
yourself out there to be a clown.
Literally.
Because everyone's probably conditioned him to think that way. Like
The internet, his Discord friends are probably like, "That'll be funny as fuck, bro." Like, or like people. He would have sent like a mirror selfie of him wearing it to like his Reddit group. Everyone's gassing him up, bro.
His mate in the fucking hentai
Bullying,
onesie
bro.
was like, bro, that would look so
that's his
sick.
mate.
Like, they're like, bro, you used to totally wear that IRL.
He's probably coming right now. You're bullying.
What?
Yeah, what if he's listening
like
to this?
like IRL, like in real life.
Bro, you just like totally go in real life and wear that shit.
At least no one will bully him. Man.
Oh.
Dude, it'd help if he was like good looking, man, but he stunk as well, bro.
No, but like,
I'm not even kidding.
It's all the-
a good looking guy isn't gonna wear that. Come on.
No,
Yeah,
because a good-looking guy has pride. He'll wear
Exactly.
nice clothes.
Yeah.
no, but he's an egotistical asshole.
He's winning. He's winning anyway.
Anyways, we'll wrap it up there. That was our little thing on confidence. I think about 10% of that conversation was actually about confidence.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
anyway,
it all had something to do with it.
yeah, it all had something to do with it. But the general consensus is, yeah, you just gotta put yourself out there, expose yourself, even if you think you're not confident. Chances are you might be. I thought I was like a severe introvert. I thought,
Bro, I used to fucking shake with social anxiety just for like
It's
just
not
because
a big deal either. Just like struck up a normal conversation, bro. Like any
Baby
single
steps.
time I walk into the the Deramet's bathroom, and like I'd literally like, obviously I've reached the point where like my confidence is so extreme that like I'm almost annoying to the average
Oh,
person.
bro, I don't know how you can stand in the middle of the
Yeah.
gym and just like pose shirtless.
Yeah.
Bro. That is confidence, bro. I haven't reached that.
No, but
level
like I'm
yet.
genuinely like I don't give a shit, bro.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
it's I know I look good, so like why do I care?
Yeah, imagine like some fat guy trying to pose in the middle of the gym, bro.
They'll just look at him and laugh, bro.
That's more confident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's facts. Yeah.
That's more confident.
Yeah. Actually, no, you're right.
That's why when I see like
But that's
fat
what-
women wearing that
Yeah.
shit, I'm like, that's confident. But
Yeah.
Exactly.
but it's like, don't.
But if you get to like a level of confidence and you like look good, then it's just lowering the bar, which you need
Yeah.
to mentally convince
sure,
yourself to
for
do
sure.
shit. Like,
Dude, also, like, I think a lot of people just don't want to expose their own character. Like, they don't know who they are internally. So they're like, I don't know what people think of me. Like, they think of themselves as less of a human than other people.
for sure.
But it's like, you're a cool guy, and people want to get to know who you are. Like, legitimately. People aren't cooler than you. People aren't better than you. People aren't, like... You know, like, these people will try really hard. Like, these common people will try really hard to keep up this image that they're really cool, but they're no cooler than you. Like,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
we're all the same, bro.
Right, fact. With that being said, though, obviously no one is better than any other human on like a base level, but you will be treated better than other humans. so-
viciously fucking mewing it to me right now? What? I feel like I'm being seduced or something. Got a boner, man.
But yeah, like I said, you will be treated better than others
yeah,
based on how you look and how you feel and how you think. Everything.
Yeah.
Who you are as a person.
All right,
All right,
that's
boys.
it.
Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I've got a Nelson Harley video coming out maybe tomorrow.
I've got a Will Harley video coming out maybe the next
It's a
day.
good day to be a Harley fan.
I've got a Raws video coming out next year. So
Well, to be fair, all of ours will
Yeah.
be next year. Happy New
Yeah.
Year's, everyone.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Don't get too rowdy.
No,
But
fuck it, it's
still-
New Year's.
Still enjoy yourself. But for the real men that stayed, grind. Don't go outside. Stay hustling.
Stay hard.
And wax on, wax off, coming soon. Alright, peace out, guys.